Some of these trailers were even better than the games they were selling. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 video game launch trailers. For this list, we ranked our favorite launch trailers for games.
Let the new guy do it.
Regardless of how good the titles themselves ended up being. And just to be clear, a launch trailer is the commercial a publisher releases alongside a game's release to generate excitement for it.
A good game sells itself.
Reveal trailers like that Dead Island reverse motion one are considered teaser trailers, and that's another list for another day. Number 10, Red Dead Redemption.
This is America, where a lying, cheating degenerate can prosper.
This game takes place in a fairly unusual setting for games, the Wild West, and the trailer did a good job of introducing players to the unique landscape. The western-sounding music, shots of ranches, and scenes of horses galloping across open prairies helped to prepare gamers for the environments they'd be entering.
I'm gonna cut you up, piece by piece.
Protagonist John Marston's narration nicely introduces the cinematic story without giving too much away, while also capturing the scope of how big the game is.
I tried to go straight. I did. Then I got me more trouble.
Number 9, Mass Effect 2.
I will show you true power.
The epic sci-fi story told in this massive RPG would seem to be impossible to explain in 2 minutes, but BioWare properly set the stage for the tale of humanity's fight against the Collectors. Of course, having the voice of Martin Sheen, who speaks throughout most of the trailer in the role of the Elusive Man, certainly helps.
We're at war.
The bombastic orchestral score gives a sampling of the dramatic feeling to be found throughout the game. Plus, for an added bonus, fan favorites like Tali and Garrus from the first game also appear to get prior fans really hyped. Number 8, Leviathan Warships.
Ready for round 2?
Dark and serious trailers have really become popular recently, but it's also nice to see a clip that really just makes us crack up, as this one does.
For realsies, good dealsies.
As smooth jazz plays in the background, a low-voiced narrator seductively sells us on the virtues of this strategic action game. Who knew that warships could be this sexy?
Gamer, meet Leviathan. Leviathan, meet Gamer.
Number 7, Battlefield Bad Company.
I know what I'm doing. This is a shortcut. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. If I had a penny for every time you said that, I wouldn't be needing this gold.
As much as we love getting lost in a dramatic trailer, we realize that they're easy to mock, and this clip does an incredible job of doing just that.
Is this your idea of fun, Haggard?
Well, yeah.
Just when you're sure you're going to be subjected to another overly serious game ad, it switches gears and shows the hilarious wisecracks of the men of Bad Company.
The Army's launching an offensive and we're going to be the first ones to go in.
Haven't they got guys specially trained for that?
Of course, it's still an FPS, and the trailer also showcases the furious shooter action that dominates the gameplay, just interspersed with guys who have no idea what they're doing.
Lay down your arms or we will take you by force. Yeah? Says you in what army? What? I just always wanted to say that. Why? Sounds cool.
Number 6, BioShock.
Somewhere beyond the sea.
Infinite's trailer was also considered for the list, but there's a lot of things that make this trailer a one-of-a-kind experience. The clip introduces us to that style by showing protagonist Jack on his back, helplessly firing at a Big Daddy and other enemies, while Bobby Darin's rendition of Beyond the Sea plays in the background. It also gave us a taste of Rapture's uniquely beautiful architecture. Number 5, Grand Theft Auto 4.
Welcome to America!
It's the people of Liberty City that truly make this game what it is, and this clip showed us what it would be like to interact with them.
What motivates you?
The shots of Nico rapping with his enemies and allies alike, spliced with the awesome action shots, provided a nice hint of how it would feel to inhabit the game's immersive world. It's clear that mayhem will ensue, but you can see how much fun it'll be, especially with a Black Hawk helicopter chasing you down.
I'm the one who survived.
Number 4, The Last of Us.
We won't get another shot at this. I want Joel to watch over her.
Having to fight off hordes of zombies and unruly humans is a scary proposition, and the percussive sounds in this clip foreshadowed the impending doom, which the game depicts in greater depth. The piano theme that comes in later on establishes the title's somber tone. Of course, no matter what comes with it, getting to see the game's gorgeous visuals on display will always be a treat.
Let's get a move on.
Number 3, Call of Duty Black Ops. This game moved the FPS franchise to the Vietnam War era, and we can't imagine a better way to introduce that time period than with Rolling Stone's Gimme Shelter. Similarly, we can't think of a better way to introduce any title in this series than by showing non-stop action, as this trailer does. Though the clip doesn't use much actual gameplay footage, it still manages to recreate the intensity found throughout the title. Number 2, Halo 3 ODST. In this title, you assume the role of soldiers known as ODST, or Orbital Drop Shock Troopers. And this live-action trailer introduced us to them early on, by letting us see the men underneath those badass helmets. As the bagpipes and vocalist drone, we see the perspective of one of these soldiers, from training to combat. They lead a tough life, but this clip made us want to be in their shoes and start firing away at the Covenant. If only the real game looked like that. Before we get to our number 1, let's take a look at some honorable mentions.
But I know who will end it.
We don't have the resources to deal with this many cases. Nobody would tell us what's happening.
Number 1, Gears of War.
No tomorrow.
There's a lot of great trailers out there, but how many of them made you want to buy new music as well as a new game? In just 1 minute, Epic Games showed us the game's desolate post-apocalyptic setting, as well as some of the horrors that protagonist Marcus would have to face. The use of Gary Jules' Mad World cover gave it a unique feel, especially given the fact that the trailer has no sound effects, as the somber song carries a feeling of hopelessness in this beautiful piece of video. Thanks for watching Mojo Plays. Be sure to subscribe and click on the link in the description below to check out our suggestion page and vote on what content you'd like to see us cover next.